My name is Doug Barlow, and I'd like to take the next few moments to share my journey in relationship to health, free time, and cash flow, the journey that I've been on for the last 25 years. In a previous life, I was an operating engineer on ships, and that provided me with a wonderful lifestyle where I made good money, and I only had to work 6 months of the year to earn that income. But after a while, due to regulatory issues and the Exxon Valdez, going to work on a ship felt more like being in prison with a chance of drowning, and I was just looking to make some changes and couldn't live that lifestyle anymore. However, I was attracted to the cash flow and the free time, so looking at my options as a shoreside engineer, I realized, wow, I was going to take a big cut in pay, and more importantly to me, I was going to wind up with 3 to 4 weeks of vacation versus the 6 months that I'd been used to over the last 10 years. I was very grateful when a friend of mine shared this concept of whole food nutrition in a capsule with me. I took it home that night. It made a lot of sense. I dreamt of George Jetson for the next 3 nights, and then I called my friend up and said, hey, I've got fruits and vegetables in a capsule, and knowing that almost every person on the planet could benefit by eating more fruit and vegetable nutrition, if I share that with other people as you shared with me, would I be able to make money? Because I'm in a position where I'm looking to change careers. Her answer was, I'm not really that familiar with the business model, but why don't you come to an event and you can learn more about the product itself, you can learn more about the company and who's responsible for it, and you can learn more about the system that allows the average person with an above average desire to create a lifestyle that rivals most people in the 1% of the population. So what I heard that night was I heard about an opportunity where you could compress a lifetime's worth of work into a couple years worth of effort if you wanted to. And if you're one of those people who work a 50 to 60 hour work week, do the math. How many more years are you going to have to work that lifestyle until you can retire? I also learned about an opportunity where you could earn what you think you're worth, which is good news for some, bad news for others. And I also realized that you could do it on your own terms. And most importantly, your paycheck was going to be a direct correlation to how much value you added to the lives of other people. That was 25 years ago, and I can't tell you what it's meant to me in terms of adding value to the lives of others over the last 25 years and having a significant impact on my own ability to create my own life by design. I think it's safe to say that most of us end up as adults in a place where we're wondering, how did we even get here? And you didn't do that with free choice and ultimate free will. You know, things happen to you and you made decisions, and then you wind up in a place where you're not happy with your marriage, you're not happy with your job, and maybe it's just not working out for you. But for me, this opportunity provided me with everything and then some. Most of us are not satisfied with our relationship to health, free time, or cash flow, and we'd like to improve one of those relationships, if not all three. So if you're in a position right now where you're listening and you're thinking, wow, I could really use an extra $500 to $1,000 extra income each month. Maybe you've been financially successful, but you're emotionally empty. You've not really made a difference. You've just made money. Maybe you've worked you've sacrificed your health to create a lifestyle for yourself. So if any of those areas are of interest to you, I highly encourage you to take a look at what it is that we do for other people, because you don't need any special training, you don't need any special skill. As I mentioned, all you really need to do is want more out of life and be willing to make a few changes. So in closing, as an average individual who had an above average drive and wanted more out of life, I feel very grateful that I discovered the concept of network marketing and what it really means in today's economy to help the average person escape the rat race that most of us are trapped in. So if you'd like to improve your relationship to health, you'd like to improve your relationship to cash flow, maybe just an extra $500 to $1,000 of extra income a month, or more importantly, if you would like to have more free time in your life, what access do you have to a business tool that will allow you to leverage your efforts so that you can earn 1% of 100 people's efforts versus dealing with 100% of your own? And with that, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you'll ask some questions and learn more about our amazing virtual franchise with Shred 10 and Juice Plus.